Hello everyone, welcome to VIZAG IAS Academy, and in this video I'll be telling you about the impact of artificial intelligence on India's IT sector. Look, some people are saying that honeymoon days of India's IT sectors are over. Some people are saying that AI revolution which is happening right now in the world, it will completely kill India's IT sector. I am not saying that it will reduce the revenue of the IT sector. No. They are saying that this AI revolution will completely shut India's IT sector. Right now, India's IT sector is around 200 to 250 billion dollar, and it also contributes in India's forex reserve, India's forex, foreign exchange reserve. That BPO sector, that outsourcing sector, that outsourcing sector is also contributing a lot towards India's economy. But now, this AI revolution is going to take these jobs out of India. If we look at the stock value of very like Infosys or Wipro or TCS, all these companies, their stocks are declining. They are actually crashing. And if you look at the Nifty's IT index, which actually covers the performance of these IT companies, it has been down by more than 20%. And every day there are news in the newspaper that these companies are basically laying off their employees in the number of thousands. Thousands of IT professionals are out of jobs. So there is a uncertainty into this sector. I remember when I was in school, the aspiration of ours used to be become an IT professionals basically. That was the hot job in my school days and college days. Later on, everyone wanted to be a coder, because it used to be a very cool job, a high paying job. You had a lot of scope to go outside India also and do very well in India also. And that was the time when Bengaluru and Hyderabad, all these areas was actually booming. Gurgaon, Pune, they were booming because of these IT professionals. But now things are changed basically, and a new sort of revolution is there. Look, traditionally, why in India this IT sector boom was basically taking place? Reason was simply economy. Reason was simple economy. So what used to happen, these American company, let's say XYZ. This is an American company which needs IT services. Let's say designing of applications, coding or whatever. If they hire American programmers or coders, they are expensive. But they used to hire Indian IT professionals on a fraction of salaries. Here, if they are paying, let's say they are paying $100,000, they need to pay only $500,000. So Indian IT professionals were quite of cheap as compared to the American professionals. So they hired Indian professionals, and this trend was going on for many decades. Indian professionals are cheaper, good in quality also. They do speedy task also, all of the things that they can do on a fraction of a cost of the American employees. But now, what happened? IT came, this artificial intelligence came. Artificial agents. Every day you might be hearing by different agents, like Cloud has come up with different agents, ChatGPT, OpenAI and all that. These companies, they have made their own agents. And those agents perform the same task that Indian IT professional performs. Same task with great speed and on a fraction of the price. So now cost has been reduced because of these AI agents. The advantage that Indian workers had previously, now we don't have that advantage. That advantage is being taken up by artificial intelligence, these agents. So that is one factor that you need to understand. So what is happening? That is why these companies are basically investing billions and billions of dollars in AI. And if you see OpenAI, ChatGPT or Cloud, all these companies, their market valuation is right now in the trillions of dollars. Trillions of dollars. Just in last 2 years, they have crossed 1 trillion mark also. Now what is happening here? Can they replace human completely? Look, what is happening? The task which is like automation, okay, there are some tasks which are repeated basically. They are repeated tasks. You need to do them again and again, like data entry or something, right? These AI agents can completely replace these repeated tasks. They can design an agent, a program or something. They can completely replicate the job of the coders. They were doing the repeated jobs. So that job is basically in danger. And this job was usually done by the mid-level IT professionals. The entry-level IT professionals, the graduates which are coming just out of the colleges and all that, these tasks were performed by them. And if you see the layoff that companies are basically relieving people, they are largely from the mid-level jobs. Now, this trend is happening all over the world. The why this AI is actually dangerous for Indian companies. The one reason I already told you, automation. Automation, like coding. Largely more than 70 to 80% coding is actually a repeated job. These AI agents can completely replace this. So that is one problem that they have. Another problem is that in Europe, so these European companies, what they used to do earlier, they used to invest in the future technology. Now everybody is uncertain. There is a lot of uncertainty because of AI. Lot of American companies are not giving projects to the Indian IT firms because these projects need maybe 5 years, 10 years to develop. So they are not investing in future. They are not investing in future. And that is why if you see the contracts that European companies, American companies used to have with the Indian companies, it is on the decline. That is another. Or you can also say few other things also like inflation or economic constraint in Europe also. So overall, if you see the economic growth of Europe is also less and less. So that is why they are not very enthusiastic about investing such thing. Another thing is that traditionally, what is the traditional model that we used to have in India? Traditional model was based on time, head count. What does it mean? It means employee is paid on the basis of the hour that he or she is working on. It is not based on the outcome. It is based on the hour that you give to a particular project. So you need to pay them more because you are paying them on the hourly basis rather than the outcome basis. But now what this AI is doing, AI is basically outcome basis. It is outcome basis. So if these AI agents are giving you outcome, you pay, otherwise you don't pay. So that has reduced lot of time and they have also reduced lot of money that these companies used to spend on these projects. So that is another thing that they have. Now, that is not hidden that this AI is actually disturbing our IT sector. There is no doubt in that. As you can clearly see that people are basically now a lot of people are unemployed in the IT sector. So yes, we have a lot of challenges. What are the challenges that India is facing? There are a lot of challenges actually. One challenge is the skill force or skill workforce. Yes, India has a lot of graduates in the IT sector, but the demand and supply mismatch is there. The kind of projects and the kind of demand that these international companies are demanding, our skill force is not able to fulfill that. Because they have different sort of skill set, but demand is different and supply is different. That is creating a lot of problem. Despite having thousands and thousands of graduates every year in India, there is still a mismatch between the skill which is required and the skill that they have. Why? Because of our education. That syllabus that we have, basically the syllabus that we were teaching in our colleges, that is archaic. We have not included this latest technology in the syllabus. So students are still studying the old sort of content, which is not required for the industry right now. So that is one problem. So when a graduate is coming out of the college, so that employee has to be trained for, let's say, 1 year by these companies. So they are bearing this extra cost. They are bearing this extra cost. That is one problem. One problem can be related with operations also. Operations also. Because IT is a new, this AI is a new sector. So many companies, all over the world, companies and countries are actually struggling with the law. With the law. Should we come up with a law, or should we just run this AI wild? So India also lacks laws and regulations and guidelines in order to have AI working in a responsible way. We don't have a legal structure. That is why some European companies are concerned about the privacy. They are concerned about the legal implication. They are concerned about the ethical issues also. So that is why India's IT sector is facing a lot of challenges. But this is not new. These challenges are not new. Look, definitely the stock value of shares is declining. There is no doubt in that. But some people are saying this is not a destruction or decline. This is basically transition. This is transition. And every time when such technology is introduced, definitely there is going to be some disturbance. It happened in the past also. When cloud was introduced, or these online operations were introduced, and these coders were also used, softwares and all, that was the problem in that point of time also. Few years back also, people used to talk that AI industry will be, India's IT industry will go down because of this. But rather than declining, India took this as an opportunity. And our companies like IBM and TCS, they adopted these cloud services. Okay, so rather than replaced by these new tools, India started adopting these tools and providing service to the international client. So rather than basically declining the industry, it helped Indian industry. And this is one opportunity that we have right now. Yes, there is a transition. It may take more time also. There can be more people losing their jobs in future. Definitely that can happen. But ultimately, it also provides us an opportunity. We need to adapt AI. Rather than thinking how we can take an alternative route, we need to have more acceptance of AI. And if we accept more AI, we can reduce our cost also. Yes, like Infosys. If Infosys is adapting more AI, it can reduce its operating cost also, and that reduced cost can be invested later on in the AI infrastructure itself. So India has a lot of opportunity here. One thing that India also need to do is acceptance of AI. And if we see in the minds of general people, that people are not very enthusiastic about AI. We look at AI from the perspective of, we are more skeptical of it. Rather than thinking positive about AI, we are scared of AI somehow. That narrative in media or in the minds of people is actually pushing India's company behind. So we need to tell, and we also need to accept this, that AI is actually beneficial. Only then we can do something positive. If we are scared all of the time, then we cannot do anything, create anything new. We need to make people also understand that AI is beneficial for us. How? Like we can have AI-driven innovation in the field of health. We can have AI doctors. Everywhere there cannot be a doctor. But if we have such AI system developed which can diagnose disease, which can suggest medicines to the people in the remote areas, if that is done, people will also understand that yes, AI is beneficial for me. We can have AI teachers. Rather than person going in physical, that the way I am teaching you, there can be AI teacher also. Over a period of time, it will be more accepted to the general public as well. Right now, people look at this in a skeptical way, like a few years back, online classes were also not accepted by the people. They were like, no, 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 real classes, offline classes. But now, largely, people are understanding that yes, the classes can be done online as well. Okay. So, AI teachers can be there, AI doctors can be there, or in agriculture field also. In the agriculture field also, there is a lot of scope accepting AI and adapting AI. If people will see the benefit of AI visibly, there will be more acceptance. So, there will be more demand from the general public, from the consumer side about AI products. So, if people will demand, these organizations or our IT companies, they will also accept it. Right now, people are not accepting it, so they are not trying to innovate anything as well. So, that is one problem. So, yes, India has a lot of opportunities about it also, and India is also trying to do basically best in that case. Like if I talk about the initiatives that we have taken so far, or that we can take in future as well. So, like we had recently AI Summit. We had AI Summit. There was a question in UPSC also regarding AI Summit. So, AI Summit was what? It is basically a signal to the world that India is ready to accept AI as the integral part of its industry, especially IT industry. So, generally, government of India is trying to basically, rather than rejecting AI, rather than getting scared of AI, accepting AI. So, AI Summit was there, all the world leaders, they visited India, and we had lot of startups and whatever was there. So, AI Summit was there. We have our Digital India program as well, right? Digital India initiative. So, it also includes AI now. All the government websites, if you see these days, they are focusing on AI. We have our semiconductor mission also. Semiconductor mission. Okay, that also we have. Look, one problem with this AI that we has, like ChatGPT and all that, they need lot of GPUs. That is where India lacks. Like NVIDIA, AMD, all these companies, they provide these chips. And all the data centers, this AI system, it runs on the chips. India lacks this. So, India has also started investing in the semiconductor mission, and we are also going to basically trying manufacturing the AI chips in the future. So, India is actually looking forward, not behind. So, we are working something in that, and India is also trying to manufacture, basically set up a lot of these data centers in India as well. Data centers. Okay, recently Indian company has also collaborated with some American companies to have data centers in India. That will also push India's AI acceptance. Right, and India government can also have some AI clusters. AI clusters, like we have IT clusters like Pune or Bengaluru or Hyderabad or Gurgaon. Indian government can also start some AI clusters. In government of India can give them some tax benefits. There can be some incentives also. Yes, or if there are some startups, the government of India can provide them easy credit also. If some companies are doing some work there, tax benefits, incentives, credits, and lot of collaboration also. So, Indian company can collaborate with the international companies in the AI field. So, basically, the whole point of this discussion is that rather than getting scared of AI, that AI will replace IT sector. Yes, some people are saying this, but they were saying this same thing 10 years back also. So, whenever a new industry, new technology comes in the market, there is always this, a point of being skeptical, and that is true. As a human being, it happens all the time. When calculator was introduced in the West, like so many years back, simple calculator that we have, the teachers were protesting on the roads. They were basically claiming that calculator will reduce the thinking ability of students, but that it happens with every industry. When in 1990s or 80s in India, computer was basically introduced in the banking sector, people were saying now banks don't need people. And some people, obviously they lost their job, but ultimately we accepted the technology because you don't have any other option also. You have to accept the technology and we have to go with the time. And AI is reality now. AI is reality now. You cannot say after 5 years there would be no AI. No, it is actually getting stronger. World is moving towards generative AI. And you will see more AI companies in the future, and all the startups which are coming up in India and all over the world, without accepting AI, without including AI into their infrastructure, they cannot survive. So instead of thinking AI as a challenge, we should look at AI as an opportunity. So it also applies on our IT companies also. They should adapt AI, needed to take it an opportunity. We have lot of manpower also. We need to train our manpower like that. We need to include this AI in our college curriculum, school curriculum. We need to teach about AI to our kids on a very, when they're like in the schools itself, like from the 8th standard or the 10th standard, we should include now AI in everything. So if AI is accepted largely by people or in every sector, then it would be like an opportunity. Yes, there is going to be some disturbance in the initial phase because it is a transition phase. It happens all the time. But yes, ultimately things will settle down if they are thinking in the long term. And I think Indian IT sector is very strong in this way. We have think tanks, we have experts, and they know what they are doing. So rather than getting scared, we should take it as an opportunity. And let's say future is going to be bright in this way. So personally and by experts, we don't think that AI will replace India's IT sector. It will basically boost India's IT sector in future. And let's hope there are going to be more opportunities in the future. That's it.